اوكي
محبين من جنين ها؟ من مين انت من جنين؟
اوكي خلاص اخلص man. اشتوك what the fuck.
لا تشتوك يا محبين.
Okay, one moment man. Let me ask him. Damn.
من جنين.
He's asking me and answering for me. I love this guy. Go ahead.
Okay, now
يلا تفضل.
Okay, now you're saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's say the Jews, the Zionists came to Arabia. Do you think the courts in Arabia will fight them to kick them out, or they will give them place to stay?
They will give them a place to stay and give them other things to stay as well. Go ahead. I'm sure.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful. And I personally, as a Palestinian, I love that. So actually, right now, statistically, from the Israeli statistic, Jews, they left Israel after 7 October, 700,000. They went where? They went to Cyprus, which is the Cyprus people. Right now, listen, which is the Cyprus people. Cyprus people actually right now they get mad. They got mad about why these settlers. If the courts in Erbil will accept them and give them home and welcome them, why they going to Cyprus? I think they should come to Erbil.
Why did they go to
700,000 Jews, they got money. You should call the Cyprus embassy and ask them to bring all these Jews to Erbil.
When do you want me to call them? When?
No, listen.
Right now.
Let's bring them all to Geneva.
Yeah, I mean,
Right now, do you want me to give you their phone number?
Give me that.
All right. What's the number?
Where do you live?
Me?
Yes.
غالي شوف لما الويست جات.
Where do you live, يا
I live in Tehran.
Oh, Tehran. So this is the thing. You cannot
غالي شوف تمانيف الويست جات.
You cannot call Cyprus embassy in Tehran and tell them this thing because they will fuck you up.
Who? What? Where? Who?
Actually the internal intelligence of the Iranians.
Don't worry about the internal and external intelligence. They're busy with Khamenei. You just give me the number.
Okay, you want the Cyprus embassy in Tehran?
Yalla. No, not in Tehran. Habibi, give me the foreign address. Forget Tehran. Tehran is busy with...
No, I want to give you the embassy of where you at right now.
I'm in Tehran.
Or let's give you the phone number of the foreign ministry in Cyprus. Let's give you one more. Okay. Yeah. Actually,
if it's a 1-800 number, I can call because I don't have enough money. Should be toll free.
1-800 Tehran.
I swear by the time you're going to give me the number, I'm going to go get married, have children, have my children's children. They get married to Zionists and you're still not going to give me the number.
You will be dead by then. Don't worry about that.
Inshallah. So, Caesar, the number.
Can we finish the whole Ezra thing? The Quran?
The Zionists are messing with his internet.
Yaakov, I'm trying to bring you up. It's not working.
Well, Tehran to Janine, copy.
He's retarded like every full Palestinian. Is it the same thing?
No, the truth is he doesn't want to say the truth. He's upset because he was working in Israel. I'm not going to dox him, but I know everything about this guy. So he was working in Israel. No, hold on. He was working in Israel in a pizza shop in Tel Aviv, and after October 7th, he started to feel discrimination. He's saying that his boss was treating him like shit. I don't know where. And he was like the best worker. And he had to leave because he was nervous. He went to the United States. Now he's upset. He doesn't understand why Israelis were upset. People talking the way he was talking. He doesn't get it. And now he's upset and wants to try and prove a point on the app. And he's a lot calmer today than he usually is when he comes into rooms. So the reality is he's just upset. He's hurting and nobody's taking him serious. But he's got a valid point. He's upset.
I'm confused, baby. He's hurting because they didn't let him sell pizza, or he's hurting because they didn't?
I don't know. Because there's an update. So if you are, update.
Yaakov, are you Zionist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm giving you land. I'm giving you more land. Go. Just sign on the dotted line. Don't worry, I'll give you more land.
More land. I was Greater Israel.
Yes, after I pay off my mortgage, I'll give you guys more land.
Okay. Near the Euphrates?
Look, one of them belongs to Caesar.
Did this Jewish guy say Habibi?
Look, Bibi, you be a witness. The next person that calls me Habibi, you're not gonna get out of this room until you get me that cinema ticket. Okay? You're gonna give me that ticket, and you're gonna reserve a table. Yes, you're gonna reserve a table at one of the finest restaurants. So, it's up to you.
Where?
Guys,
I'm gonna buy you.
I just want to say
Tehran.
you were saying pizza fana.
Alpha, where are you from?
Me?
Yeah.
באמת להביא את הזונה הזאת למטה עם הקרניים על הראש של בצלאל סמוטריץ', כי זאתי זונה אמיתית. כן, אני מנסה להזמין אותה, תנסי גם כן. שונאת יהודים.
אוקיי, שנסתי.
לי גם הזמנתי אותה. טוב, יאללה. Sorry guys, I'm sorry for interrupting.
But this,
Alpha, where are you from?
Anita, why do you have like a nose ring? What's your problem?
Because I can.
Good.
Who cares about your nose ring? Fuck. Really?
Why do you have a nose ring?
No, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Fuck, really, guys? About her nose fucking ring? No, Kimita, welcome to the stage. What's your perspective on what's going on?
What's your password?
On my perspective. Who's the new thing that you're gonna take?
Wait, did you say they took a house?
I definitely agree with the Coast
American,
Everything can be done. We steal everything. Yes, from the Palestine.
So they didn't just take the coast, they took the coast and the coast. Wow, that's amazing.
Greek food.
Yeah, but like I'm the other way. You guys gonna go to hell. So I support Israel.
We don't have a concept of
people if they're gonna go to Jahannam. I
Yeah,
support.
but can you
Yes,
said they
Jahannam,
took
that's correct.
so they first took one coast, another coast, is that it?
She makes a valid point about the
We don't
Coast
have in our
Guards.
religion. We don't have a concept of hell. You do. You guys do. We don't.
I mean, you don't believe in Jesus and this and that, bro. Look at your religion. Look at the Jewish people. They're
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Do you believe in Jesus? And how do you prepare those cups? Hold on. Do you believe in Jesus? Do you believe in Jesus?
I believe that Jesus was a prophet, first of all.
Okay, so you believe in Jesus, right?
As a Muslim, I do believe in Jesus.
Okay,
yeah.
so then it's because of us Jews. You know, the problem is you need to go to sleep up and understand what you're fucking actually saying. You're not making any sense, young
Not
lady.
prophetized in the Torah.
Yeah, but in Torah it says you don't believe in Jesus, guys.
Wait, say that in the Torah. Wait, hold on.
It doesn't even mention his name once.
Yeah, come on. Like, which parsha, which verse? Come on.
I got the 5 books right here. Where is it?
Yeah, come on. I got 24 books. The Tanakh.
I'm confused, guys. I'm confused. Kanina says they took the coast and then they took the...
And then he goes from he wants to talk to Israelis, kids who are like from like age 10 to like 15.
First of all, they own Amigo. Second thing, they're all like, oh, do you love Palestine?
I thought she was talking about
You brainwash your own kids.
In Islam, they say that we are brainwashed, but actually our family doesn't teach us to hate any other religion or
I'm
nationality.
sorry, young lady. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do this. Unleash the lethal weapon. But Alpha, go ahead.
Anita, before you curse me to hell, believe me, it's a bit cold here, so if you curse me to hell, you're doing me a favor. Couscous, is that it?
They took everything from the Palestinians.
No, you admit that they took the kus first, before couscous.
They took
Palestinians
They took
Why is it so hard to answer? I mean, look, did they take the kus or not?
They took couscous, yeah.
Okay, they took the kus twice. Well, that's it. Well, I mean, look, they say you fooled me once, shame on you. You fooled me twice, shame on me. But they took the kus twice, so shame on you. Anyway, back to the story. Ganita, are you Muslim?
Muslim, yeah.
Okay, do you meet God all the way or do you meet Muhammad halfway? Which one?
Look,
Like, are you
Muslim.
full Muslim or just Muslim by day? And then disco by night?
He doesn't
I'm
fucking
Muslim
know,
my
bro.
whole life, and
Let
I'm
one
gonna
person
stay
speak with her, please.
like that.
I don't know. I just don't understand. I just understand one thing. Why Jewish are brainwashed?
Me neither.
This is the only question that I want to
Well,
answer. Why do
because you have to brainwash kids
your
because
own
see, when
kids
you wash your
and
brain,
telling them to hate
from hatred,
other nation and
you-
religion and stuff like that?
I can give you the answer, Kanita, why Jews brainwash. Look, when Jews brainwash, right, they turn a barren land into an oasis, right? And when you brainwash kids, you have Layla Khalid and hijacking planes, and then you have 9/11, and then you have, interesting things that we will remember tragically. For example, no?
And 7 o'clock. See, when you brainwash your kids, Anita, you
No, I just think that
Muslims should go to Israel, abuse little kids. Like I will abuse them with some object I don't know, and kill them, cut them in their head.
Whoa, guys, don't interrupt her. Let her fucking incriminate herself. Please, why the fuck do you guys... You just said you want to fucking kill kids, so keep going, please.
Yeah, not just kill them. I want to sexually abuse them. I want to shoot them in the head while their parents are watching that. And then I want to, like, for example, I want to cut off the muscle from the boys, like, the down muscle, and put in mom mouth, and just a picture with her like that, like selfie, and post on Instagram, because why not? Like, honestly, I will do much more things than Jewish are doing to Muslims, because I just have this desire of killing people, especially killing Jewish Zionists who are not allowed in that country, and that country doesn't exist. And you were Palestinians before you became, oh my God, I'm Jewish, American, oh my God.
I'm so happy the FBI and the CIA and all the three-letter agencies are listening to this room right now. Kanita, welcome to hell, bitch.
Yeah, I'm
This is your first day.
honestly.
come to Israel, I will see you.
No, you have to say it in Arabic, kind of. إلى جهنم وبئس المصير.
I'm waiting for you in Ben Gurion Airport. Come to Israel,
Did you guys hear? This was your representative and diplomat.
חברה של פאטרקאפ.
בואי, הבת זונה, בואי נראה אותך בחמה.
She ran away.
I learned something new today. Apparently, couscous is Palestinian. I didn't know.
Bibi, did you get that loud and clear?
Yeah. I just want...
Interesting, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, somebody's... Okay, perfect. I think she got removed or something, or I think she just got kicked off the app.
Well, I did report her.
Sorry, I didn't report her.
And then people want to sit there and, the poor guys and
That was really sick. Anybody else feel like that when I go up and talk?
oh, they'll sit in the audience silently and harbor terrorists. So
That's why the moment she said something Jewish, I just stopped and listened. I knew it was coming.
You got it good with the couscous.
Look, am I wrong? Please correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody takes the kuss once, shame on them. They fooled you. But if they took the kuss again, shame on you. You know? I mean, isn't that how?
yeah, they stole the kuss twice.
You know, لأنه باعوا الطين للفلس.
You gotta translate that one, sorry.
Filis is basically equivalent to a cent, right? And plain means soil. So the Egyptians made up, I think the Egyptians, this idiom came about. This idiom came about in Cairo. I learned a lot today in this room. I learned new anthropology. I learned about World War II history, and of course the doctrine of Jew hatred. You gotta love these people. They have so much to offer.
And it's amazing. God created humans and then he created donkeys. And then some of them come in.
Wasn't it the other way around? Didn't the animals come first?
Yeah, but these are special. No, these are human donkeys.
Oh.
Even there's a
So they
story.
look like humans. They can talk.
Hopefully Hannah will enjoy the story. Hannah, you know when Ya'fur and Muhammad were having a conversation, Ya'fur said, with all due respect, sir, I'm heterosexual.
Yeah, when they start going off on that Jew hate shit, especially like Vile, like that one, she wants to kill the kids with instruments and shit like that. The worst thing you can do is like interrupt them. Just let them, because there's people that are gonna be going to jail from this app because of the shit they say. And interrupt them, it makes that when they're in their court case, they're like, fuck, there was a guy interrupting. I really can't make it out. Did she say kill or thrill? So you just gotta let them speak. Or if it becomes too sick and you just don't want to hear it, you remove them from the stage. But you can't, don't be dogpiling them. It just doesn't make sense. Let them fucking expose themselves. More and more and more every day expose themselves.
Yeah, why do you come up with those basics and superior shit on stage instead of writing in the chat? Because you seem to know more about Israel and what's going on than anybody else here. Yeah, cut that.
Is that Buttercup's nemesis? Buttercup, do you have like competition? It's Butter's Basics. Who's that? Come up, you little devil. He's got horns in his fucking, he's got devil horns. Oh, he put devil horns. I see.
She might as well be a man.
Come on up.
Butters, she runs a lot of rooms. She used to cozy up with the Black Hebrew Israelites. She's both anti-Jewish propaganda in her rooms.
She's disgusting.
But she claims that she's just searching for truth.
Listen, I thought I've seen sickness in the life I live. Oh, it's a whole new fucking sickness. The people on here have lost their fucking mind. You gotta ask yourself, like, if you're not trying to help people or have like educational spots, I get it, that's good. But if you're out here spewing shit all fucking day, you need help, man.
Totally.
You need to talk to somebody. Butters, come up, because we're going to throw you out. Butters, basic. I'm going to count to 20. If not, you're getting thrown out. There's no point if you're not getting engaged.
She's only
She's up. She's up.
Okay. Zona. Yeah.
She's got a sweet voice.
Oh, I want to hear that. Go ahead, Butter.
Go ahead about what? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming up. Can you just repeat everything you said in the chat, maybe, so people that don't know how to read?
I actually can't repeat everything because a lot of them are links, and I don't know who the person was that said it was spewing some type of hate. If they actually would take a look at what I put there, it's just an additive to some truth, which is people leaving from Israel going to Cyprus. How is that hate?
Yeah.
What's hatred about that?
Butter, you just hate Jews. I heard you.
You heard me say that I hate Jews.
You've been on this app for years spewing your shit about Jews.
You heard me say that?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay, let me just go back down. Thanks, buddy.
Why do you love Jews, Butters?
Of course.
So
He just hates signs.
I don't know where that gentleman.
What's your issue with Zionism?
Are you gonna correct him or no?
No, it's his house. It's his house, my house, and Mary's house. So we're just curious, why?
Yeah, but I never said
why do you have a
that.
problem with
Are you
Zionists?
gonna correct him or no?
No, because I've heard you also as well in the rooms before.
Yeah, but have you heard me say that? But he's assuming or no?
Maybe not the exact words,
Okay.
but we're not dumb. We're not dumb.
Zionists are Jews, Butters, and Jews are Zionists.
Listen,
Exactly.
Zion, my own president, previous to this one, has said you don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist. So what are you speaking about?
So your own president in the United States was a Jew, was he?
No, he was a Zionist, but he was not a Jew.
Joe Biden was a Zionist.
This seems to be
The same Joe Biden that regarded Israel as an open-air
prison.
memorial to the Holocaust.
Stay on topic, love. We just spoke about
stay on
Biden
topic.
saying that he was a Zionist and not a Jew. Is that what you heard me say?
Zionists or
I'm pretty
Jews.
sure you just discussed that with me, right? That's what I said. Is that he said you don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist. Why can't you agree?
You might put a microphone in front of your ugly fat face and think you're a radio star. Yeah, she left because she can't hear it. She's a stupid bitch.
It's at the bottom. I don't even think we should allow her to be here.
I mean, isn't that what they do? They exploit the stage time and spew their...
And all these three-letter agencies know what these people are doing, and they're going to be starting to get arrested. So you'll notice some certain people are going to start dropping from the app. It's not because they left, it's because they're sitting in a prison cell.
Okay, guys, I have a question, please.
Sorry, you have what?
Question, you said.
Do you think you win always in Malaysia, not a country, big country? If you think
Where?
in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Syria, they're very, very small militia, not countries. If you think you can win, you should be fight with big country like Iran, like Egypt. So you can say that we can always win.
Egypt already signed the peace treaty. Why would they go breaking the peace treaty, Ahmed? And Iran's defenses are already out, so what's the point?
Because Netanyahu is fucking idiot, and he, I think he's stupid, and he have dreams of your country, Israel, big Israel. He think he can win in his city.
Why would Israel talk about a two-state solution if it wanted bigger Israel? Why would Israel give back the Golan Heights if Israel wanted, again, big Israel? That doesn't make sense. History doesn't support your case, Ahmed.
That's dream. He says that Netanyahu.
No, we stay with reality. Don't worry about dream. We're not doing ta'bir al-ahlam. Yeah, Sinai.
Yeah, you want to come to Syria?
No, why would they give it back? If they wanted greater Israel, why would they give it back? Why?
Because we win in this war. So we take it back. But he now.
No, they gave it back. The Europeans know this, America knows this, Egypt knows this, they gave it back. So why?
Yeah.
Why would Israel give it back?
How you get it back? How you get it back to us? And why? Because we win in this war.
Because you had a great leader called Anwar Sadat who realized the only way he could get back to Sinai was to actually go to Israel, sign a peace treaty.
Sign a peace treaty, yeah. And then they killed that.
We killed Anwar Sadat because we don't. Some people don't want to peace with Israel, like you killed your president in Tis'inat or Terminate. I don't remember his name, but I know. It's the same thing. I think many people in our country don't want. Now we're talking about Netanyahu. He will destroy your country and destroy your all dreams, and your Israel will be in big, very, very big problem with her name. Yes, sorry about my English. You will be in very big problems too with China and Russia and many countries, and she will not be assistant to Israel in last way. So we should, if you want to be in your country, in our Middle East, peace, you should to be make peace with your country, with your neighbors, country and your neighbors. We also make peace with Ethiopia. Make this stupid.
You mean after a terrorist organization, right? منظمة إرهابية كحماس. So you want a terrorist organization like Hamas to a genocidal massacre of the Jews, mostly young people, kidnap hundreds of them, and you want the Israeli government to come and say, look, you took the lives of more than 1,200 people, you took more than 200-300 people hostages.
But if you back to the إلى الأصل يعني ممكن you can say why did they do something like that? Because you make the
jail when Gazans were given permits day in and day out in the morning and in the evening to go into Israel and work and make money and get an income and go back home. And Gaza had tourism. And Gaza simply has an entire sea alongside of it.
Yes, but
how is that a prison?
It's
you have all of these NGOs inside Gaza. You have all of these humanitarian aids. The UN is there. How is that a prison? How can that be a prison? When you have all of these NGOs and NPOs and all these fundraisers and all these organizations that go there and give money and give. How is that a prison?
Everything was very hard to. In Gaza, they said that everything. If you want to do anything in Gaza and you want to go your job, you will be under the control. I mean, if they said in everything in Gaza was
But that is funny though, yeah, Ahmed. If you have studied the Tariq or the history of Gaza, in Gaza, in Ramallah, in Gaza, Ramallah, or Tufat al-Gharbiyya, or West Bank, under the Israeli military rule before 2005, there were 24 newspapers critical of Israel, and they were not shut down. But in 1996, they were shut down. And after 2005 and the Hamas elections, many journalists were killed by Hamas. Why? It's funny, Ahmed, that under so-called supposed Israeli occupation, critics of Israel lead a normal life and they go to work and they criticize Israel day in and day out. But under Hamas rule, they get assassinated. Under the rule of the Fatah party, they get shut down. How does that work? Tell me, Ahmed. For instance, Ahmed do you know about Muhammad Abu al-Hawa? Do you know about the story of Muhammad Abu al-Hawa, who was the father of 8 kids from Jericho? Do you know what happened to him? Do you know what happened to him?
I don't
He sold. It was a rumor. It was not even fact. It was a rumor. It was a rumor. Okay? It was a rumor that he has sold land to 2 Jewish businessmen, apparently. And guess what? It was not even a fact. Okay? It was a lie. But the Fatah party admitted that they killed him. They did not even allow Muhammad Abu al-Hawa to be buried in a Muslim cemetery. يعني مقبرة المسلمين أو مقبرة إسلامية. Why? Is that not apartheid? Is that not the law of the 1970s South Africa, Ahmed? But in Israel, Arabs work, they become doctors, they join the parliament, they become MPs, they criticize Israel, they become owners of businesses, right? They speak their language. But under the Fatah rule and under Hamas rule, you have assassinations of critics, and you have assassination of journalists, and you have people throwing acid in the face of women, like Hamas used to do. Why? Yeah, Ahmed, tell me, under whose government is Gaza and Ramallah and West Bank a prison, and under whose government is free? If you know history.
I don't know more history about Gaza and Israel, but I know the big problem is you can't give him his country, and they want his country, and Israel never be strong. يعني مش جادة كفاية ان هي تديهم.
Why speak Arabic? Don't speak Arabic.
Well, that was the deal. 1993 Oslo 1 and 1996, that was the deal. Fatah, or the Palestinian Authority, they violated the material conditions set in place, the security measures set in place. See, this is the problem.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
So how can you tell me that they need to give them a state when they were given the opportunity, instead of state building, which is a cornerstone of the construction of a polity, right, or political society? Tell me, instead of state building, what did Fatah and Hamas do? What were they busy with exactly? Like, for example, in Israel, right, you have labor and you have Likud. So you have opposition. But you don't see them destroying Israel. You don't see the Likud assassinating labor and labor assassinating Likud, right? But in your supposed state that was supposed to happen, how many assassinations have taken place? Hamas against Fatah, Fatah against Hamas. Instead of state building. For instance, all the billions of dollars that Khalid Mash'al and Ismail Hania and Yahya Sinwar, the snake, and all these people got, all these terrorists, they got it. Instead of spending that money in the education of the next generation and the health care, right? And single mothers whose sons were taught how to operate suicidal missions. Why did they spend the money to buy cheap Iranian rockets and missiles and fire them into Israel ineffectively, only to provoke Israel with their belligerence? Why, Ya Ahmed? Why?
Because they believe it al-jihad, يعني. That's normal thing. And you know it, and I know it, and everyone here know it.
But don't you think that is the problem? That you believe in jihad, akhir zaman, instead of believing.
You believe it too, bro.
No, I don't believe. I don't believe in the end of history. No, Ahmed. I don't believe that the end of history should come with the destruction of the Jews. No.
I'm not talking about Jewish. I'm not talking about Jewish.
But Israel is Jewish. Israel is a Jewish state.
But not all in Jewish with Israel. I'm talking about الصهيون. You know it.
ومن هم الصهاينة؟ أليس هم اليهود؟
No, it's very, very big difference between them.
وما معنى صهيونية? What is the definition of Zionism?
I believe it بالمسيح المخلص. Devil. Is about devil.
No, Zionists don't believe. No. Theodor Herzl didn't say this. Ben-Gurion didn't say this. Golda Meir didn't say this. Jabotinsky didn't say this. So where did you get this? Where did you get this? Which Zionist leader said that we have established Israel to bring about the end of the world? Where? Where did you bring this?
I read it from everything. I can't say something
because there isn't
about books, but we all believe it in
this is بدعة مؤامرية عربية, propaganda عربية. It's Arabic propaganda. It's Al Jazeera's propaganda. It's the Ikhwan al-Muslimin's propaganda. دعاية للإخوان المسلمين. And when Israel retaliates, they blame Israel. Because one side believes in coexistence and peace and flourishing of humanity. The other side, against Israel, believes, no. Humanity will only flourish according to Hamas and the likes of Hamas with the destruction of the Jews.
I have a question. I will ask you a question. If you destroyed Hamas, do you think you can live with peace with Palestinians? And another question: do you think you will, your country will give it them country?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's possible.
No.
Yeah, it's possible.
Never.
Because
you know why?
Because all of the peace offers, has come from Israel.
No. You know why, bro? I will say something. Your country have a big problem with waters, and she will never be in another years without water, and she always try to steal or save the water from another country like Electronic Niles, and she
That's absolutely untrue, because you see, Israel came up with a technology called desalination plants. Now, desalination means you take the salt out of the salty water to purify for fresh water, and then you
it's not healthy. You said that it's not healthy in your reports. So,
they even gave this technology to Egypt. And
I have
using it right now to feed millions, to the thirst of millions of people.
I have many reports from Israel, and say that our water it's not healthy, like you said, the sea water. But the last thing, is this problem will never be هتتحل يعني. أنا مش شايف أي حل في الموضوع غير إن
وما الحل في رأيكم؟
الحل في رأينا
I think the problem is we keep talking about the past, but the thing is, we need to talk about the now and the future. And the difference is, when you have children now, you're not supposed to teach them about the past. You're supposed to teach them about how to move forward and how to be a positive and great person in life. And I think there's a lack of that, what's going on, especially in the Middle East. They want to hold on to grudges. They think that's I think that's what they think makes up their identity and their culture, to not forget all the historical shit that happened to them. So what they do is, instead of teaching their children, listen, this is where we came from, we need to be better people, they leave out the part on we need to be better people. And they stick on the fact that this is what happened to us, be bitter, be hateful. We need to teach people that you need to be able to, sure, you can talk about your history, you can talk about your culture, that is amazing. But you need to talk about how you can be the change and the beacon of light to have a better future for your children and your children's children, and how to make them more productive in society, and how you can, become doctors, lawyers, teachers, scientists, chemists, whatever you want to be, you can be. And I think a lot of parents in the Middle East are holding their children back from being that. They're not watering their children. They're not giving them that beacon, that light, that hope. They're teaching them that hate, and they get stuck in that, and that's a problem. I don't know if I was in the Matrix and if that made any sense. To me,
No, it made complete sense. And that can only come from a Zionist, of course, as far as I'm concerned. But Ahmed was about to prefer a solution. So I asked him, what is this? What is the solution to the conflict, the question of this conflict? Because the Arabs suppose that is an intractable problem unless the Jews are no more. So I can even ask you in Arabic. ما الحل لهذه ما يفترض أنه مشكلة عسيرة من نظر العرب يا أحمد? So what is the حل? What is the solution? That you said that there's a solution. What is the solution?
This problem, first solution, I'm sorry about that, but we will destroy your country, and we will kill all Israeli people, and this what some people, or let's say many people, believe in that. And another solution, that's I said him diplomatic solution. What say as our president Gamal Abdel Nasser, Dr. Abdel Nasser El Sadat, and
can I ask you a question?
Yes, but
did you say you want to destroy our country?
yes, I said that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. How do you expect to have a brighter future for your kids, your kids, and your great-grandkids if you only want to think about destruction? Why wouldn't you say, I want to teach my children how to coexist, how to stop the hate and the violence? So by you professing that you want to destroy our country, only leads me to believe that all you want to teach your children and the people around you is destruction. And then at the same time, you'll cry when your destruction didn't go as the plan that you wanted at all.
Really, you don't cry. Okay. I agree.
You cry every fucking day, bro. Every fucking day. You should cry.
Take it easy. We are just.
I am taking it easy. I have a problem with people that are crying and people that want destruction, and then when you give them destruction, they cry. Because remember what you asked for. You wanted you want to destroy Israel. And then when that doesn't go as
100%. 100%. It's
how are you said you wanted, but how are you with me if you say you want to destroy Israel? You're not with me.
I will say that.
Now you're my enemy. And if you're trolling and wasting my time right now, I find that very disingenuous and very completely disrespectful that you would want to destroy a country, and then whenever destruction happens, when it works in our favor and we destruct you, because remember, we're always on the offense, the defense. We never say we want to destroy all these countries. We're defending the actions that you guys portray and the actions you take against us, right? As Jews and as Israelis. So no. Hold on. And you need to listen, because this is where the problem happens. You want destruction, and then when your plan never goes as planned, you never succeed at destructing Israel, and then you sit back and cry, our children, our babies, our fathers, our mothers, they're dead. But you want to die. You want to die. You can't cry now when it happens to you. You wanted that. You asked for it. You prayed on that.
No, we will have it. We believe it that, and like you believe it, we will be and keep destroyed us. But we believe it that.
So
that was one solution, public solution. What I'm talking about, but I have another solution, and that's a political solution. You will should be accept about is Palestinian country, and you will should give him his country, and Israel and.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Ahmed.
But I know you will never.
Ahmed, let me ask you a question. So you're saying you have solutions, right? The first one that came out of your mouth is we want to destroy your country, and we're not crying, you said. Then after I explained it, you said, yes, we're crying now. Okay, so stupid, or are you retarded?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
But you can't believe it.
You're not stupid. Listen, I'm going to take what you say. I'm going to play your game. You're not stupid. So you want war. You want destruction. So you know exactly what you want. It would be better if you said I was stupid. Then I would try. Why would we try to help you if you're not stupid and this is exactly what you want? So what you want, you get. You want death and destruction, you'll get death and destruction. It just won't be the way you wanted it. It's going to happen to you, to your people. You see and you reap what you sow.
Ahmed, isn't your sacrifice your own people in order to create propaganda that will get the world on your own side? Haven't Palestinians? Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Many Egyptian and many Arab people don't like.
I know.
That's you know that we all know that. That is the big problem. We don't
like Jews.
love them like them. That's the problem. Why is that? Why? Because you can't our
We can't use Egypt and state.
This is amazing.
So Ahmed,
Okay, so I'm
what do you subscribe to?
It wouldn't do so much better.
ما هو الرأي الذي أنت تشترك فيه? Which view do you subscribe to? The destruction of the Jews or peace and a bright future?
I hope you and Gaza have a peace, but I believe it that it's not be allowed that because many people in our side they don't really believe, want the peace.
Listen, guys, the guy's crazy. It's better if he said he was stupid. I could have felt sorry for him. First thing he said is, I want to destroy Israel. You should have stuck with I'm stupid. The problem is you don't want to be humiliated. Insults really hurt you people. The problem is, who the fuck are you fooling? You said I want to destruct Israel. I want to destroy Israel. Now you want peace. You fucking order, you motherfucker. You should have said you were stupid. I would have felt bad for you.
Sorry, are you, is it by Q, is it?
Go ahead, you can speak. Go ahead, Ginger, you got the mic.
I'm gonna say something to Ahmed in Arabic. أنت بتفسحهم يا أحمد؟
لا مش بمسحهم، بس انا عايز هي مشكله كبيره يا جوجو. المشكله اللي انا بحاول اوصفها له ان السلام هيكون مؤقت ليس اكتر من كده يعني.
So you believe that peace will be temporary?
Guys, this allows you to speak.
You're not being able to, not letting them.
I think you're in the matrix, Ginger. You keep coming in and out. But I would like to hear what you guys have to talk about.
Okay, let me make an introduction.
طيب عشان بس يعني في الانجليش نوت جود بس انا
Ginger, you can speak to him in Arabic. Go ahead. You got it.
Ginger, are you here?
I think you're in the matrix, Ginger. Ginger, you want to try and unmute and see if, and please nobody interrupt her because I think maybe she's on to something. Ginger. Hello.
Can't hear her.
Gingy. Hello. Yeah, she's still muted up. Okay, well, until she comes back, she can have the mic. But guys, he's going around and he's got 10 different opinions. Okay, can you speak? I think you're in the matrix.
Did I? So yeah, let me give you why my internet is not good. Because Israeli drones have overheard. Yeah. Now I want to ask you: do you agree? Are you listening? That's our daily bread. Thank you.
When my internet doesn't work, is it because the Israeli drones are out here?
No, my internet doesn't work all day, every day.
That sounds like a government issue.
No. You want to go into the anatomy of the internet?
Semantics. I don't want to do semantics and conspiracy theories because that's the most craziest. Where are you living right now?
In Lebanon. That's why I'm telling you.
Okay.
Drones all the time. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to know. Do you agree with what Smotrich and Ben-Gvir and all this bunch say in their narrative? I'd like to know.
Ginger, I thought you were here to tell us what was going on with Ahmed, and now you're jumping on to blaming Israel.
No, I'm not. No, I cannot ask you this particular
So I have a question for you, Ginger. Do you take responsibility for your country's actions? Shut the fuck up, Ahmed. Honestly, you disgusting human. Ginger, do you take responsibility that is operating within your country that Hezbollah wants to destroy and kill Israeli citizens, and that's probably why there's drones flying over your country, not because they want to spy in and see what Ginger's cooking for lunch, because they want to keep their country safe from rockets and terrorist attacks. Do you accept that and take that as a responsibility?
Your voice is breaking up. And I asked.
You just blamed your internet on Israel.
I didn't blame. I'm asking you if you agree with the rhetoric of these people that I named.
Yes. Okay. I'll simplify it for you. Yes, I agree with all of them. I know, but I agree with Ben Gvir. I believe Bibi Netanyahu, Smotrich. I don't really listen to, but Ben Gvir.
They want to kill all Arabs. They want to kill all Arabs.
They don't say that. They want to get rid of all terrorists. All terrorists.
No.
Can you show us where they're saying that, Ginger? Where can you show us the source that's saying that?
No, you're not.
Because no, when you bring us a lie, prove it.
I'm not lying. This is the problem.
I just Googled it. There's nothing here. Can you help us out, please?
No, because listen, guys.
Ginger, I'm going to hold on. I'm going to mute the room right now because you're going to interrupt. So the gentleman on the top, he's in the Knesset. He's part of the Israeli government. Have you ever made a statement that hold on? No. What light? He brings light to the world. Do you say you want to kill all Arabs? Do they talk about that in the government?
And if they did, well, Ginger.
Exactly.
That's not an official position by any means, by any stretch of the imagination.
They never said it. She just made it up.
They've never said it. She just made that up. Like she made up the fact that her internet's not working because of Israeli drones. Yeah, you too.
Yeah, he also hates cool.
Leave my phone alone.
And October 7th was not perpetrated by Israel. It was perpetrated by Hamas.
This is the problem.
What does that say about
I got a rash. The Zionist got me. I got a rash.
But this is interesting. Baby, fucking say.
Alpha, everybody in this room, this is the problem. You know what? They never want to take responsibility that they tried to strike and kill Israeli citizens first. As a result, Israel's defending itself, and now you reap what you sow. You tried to kill Israeli citizens. The IDF will come after you. They will reach out and find you. You could be hiding in Antarctica under an iceberg. They're going to find you. They're going to make you pay the price for trying to kill one life in Israel. One. So don't cry now because of a result of your actions.
So basically, Ahmed, if you didn't understand what Bibi said, أنا صديقي العزيز بيبي يقول أن العرب لا يتحملون المسؤولية أبدا. يصوغون دائما سردية يكون فيها الآخرون كبش فداء لمأزقهم.
Bibi said it?
Yes.
Like this in Arabic?
Yeah. So basically, Arabs never take responsibility.
My internet is really bad. I'm sorry.
But I want to know, Ginger, you guys always talk about الاستعمار والاحتلال. I'm going to tell you, it's clear that you're Arabic. I don't know if I should tell you this in Arabic or should I tell you this in English. If you want, I can tell you in both, right?
Whatever you want.
You know what's interesting? Right.
No.
Yeah, whenever you watch, you don't listen anyway.
Yeah, so
you see,
let me tell her in Arabic as well, but then I will translate it in
you see the insults. I haven't done anything. Already my internet is breaking. It's not good, and I cannot hear everything.
Ginger, what does October 7th tell you about who wants to eliminate who? Does that look like Israel?
I don't want to go into this with you. No.
Why
don't want to go into
Why not?
because
The truth hurts.
I'm not even. I am so uncomfortable being in this room. I am so uncomfortable. I just came out.
I understand, but
to ask.
If you're uncomfortable, you should leave the room. Honestly, we do not want
she's right,
anybody.
baby.
I am going to
She's right.
I'm gonna leave.
Falsehood is always uncomfortable when confronted by truth, yes.
No, nothing to do with that. Legally, I'm not supposed to be talking to Israelis. In my country, there is a law.
Why?
legally.
Is that not
روح شوف القانون، فتش على القانون، جاوب له روح فتش على القانون.
طبعا القانون العربي الفاشي، طبعا القانون العربي الفاشي.
لا قانون لبناني. Of course. قانون لبناني يا اخي. هلا بدك تستغرب.
القانون اللبناني يمنع البشر ان يتكلم مع اليهود. ما عم بتخليني احكي الفاظ. خليني استأذن.
I don't think you're correct.
He's saying that according to the law in Lebanon, she's not allowed to speak.
She's Lebanese, not Israeli. Not Egyptian.
Yeah, so she's saying clearly for everyone to hear. Allow me to say this, please. Everyone should hear that Ginger admitted, and thanks for that admission, that in Lebanon there's an apartheid law that forbids citizens of Lebanon from speaking to Israelis.
You're making me laugh. Go ahead. Apartheid law. No. We are officially at war. We are officially enemies. We're not like Egypt. We're not like Jordan. We are officially enemies. Until we no longer are enemies, this law will no longer be
Israel is also
أول شيء الإنترنت عم تتقطع، وثاني شيء عم تحكوا فوق بعض، مش عم تسمع شيء وما عم بفهم عليك.
شوفي
الإنترنت عندي مش منيحة، خليني روح بليز لأنه ما بدي. I'm not comfortable at all. So good luck for you guys.
In Israel, listen, before you go, in Israel, Israel is at war. Okay? Israel was provoked into a war by Hamas and Hezbollah afterwards. Listen. But Israelis are not being put in jail or threatened simply because Israel is at war with those terrorist organizations.
يا أخي ما بدي، مش فرقانة معي. أنا عارفة حالي. أنا ضمنيا تعقليتي أنا قلبيا ما بدي أروح موقف. شو عم تسأل السؤال بس؟
أنت خنزير.
ما عندك سؤال.
رح أقول شيء بالعربي فسر لهم إياه. قسم إسرائيل.
يا شرموطة الزلمة.
Why am I not surprised? Everybody here heard what she said, that there's a Lebanese law. But this is apartheid. This is why nobody believes, nobody in their right mind, no educated person, no literate person will believe an Arab propaganda. And I'll say this to you who are pro-Arabs and speak Arabic and understand Arabic. When you speak about colonialism and apartheid and legal coercion and imposition, على مر التاريخ فجعل المسلمون أراضي كثيرة لشعوب أصيلة متعددة، وإلى يومنا هذا يفتخر المسلمون بتلك الفتوحات، وقد انطوت تلك الفتوحات على العرب والأسلمة. في الواقع ذروة الفتوحات العسكرية والاستعمار والإمبريالية الثقافية والغرض الديني والإكراه الديني. I hope you guys heard that in Arabic. I hope that you heard that in Arabic. And for those who want to know what I said in Arabic, I said this. Throughout history, Muslims conquered many lands of many indigenous people. And to this day, Muslims or Arabs take pride in those conquests. They valorize it. They lionize their conquerors. Those conquests involved Arabization, Islamization, legal coercion under the Sharia of Islam, and imperial politics. Those conquests are called liberation campaigns in the textbooks of the Muslims and Arabs, when in reality they are the epitome of military conquests and colonialism and cultural imperialism and religious imposition. Why does he talk about that? a Lebanese in this room saying my government, given that they were the belligerent party and they declared war against Israel and they provoked Israel and they attacked Israel, they have a law in place that makes her uncomfortable from speaking to Israelis. That's apartheid. But in Israel, you can speak to anybody, regardless of the state of emergency and war. So for those who were in the room and they joined the room of that terrorism promoting Amir, this is for you to know. Your so-called country.
Well, I want to welcome Mike to the stage, Delta. Mike, the mic is on you, Mike. How are you? Welcome.
Hi, everybody. I live in Tehran. I'm from Iran. My ID is not real because in Iran, house is illegal and you can get arrested for talking to Israelis because they say that this is cooperation with the enemy. That's ridiculous, but it's true. So many Iranians from inside of Iran on Clubhouse with the fake IDs. So I'm amazed that when Ahmed taught, because all we taught in school, they told us that Israeli kill Christian children, they suck their blood, put them in bottles and use in breads. They told us horrible stories about Israeli people. We had no information about Jews. We had no information about American. We even had no access to TV because in Iran was only 2 channels that broadcasted programs only 6 hours per day. And after internet came to Iran, everything changed. People became more educated about the war. So you can understand why Iranians, most of them, or Arabs, I don't know about Arabs, but it seems they are telling the same thing that we heard in Iran, that Israelis are killing Arabs, Israelis are occupying lands of Muslims. There are many similarities between what Arabs, these guys from Egypt and the woman from Lebanon talk. The same shit we heard in school, in workplaces, in universities. When you know that in Iran, compulsory service is still on, and you have to go to be a soldier on force. You know, we have no professional army. When I became soldier after university, they asked us to sign a paper that we will volunteer to attack Israel. It was 2000, I don't know, 2011, I think. They say that and at that time there was this, I don't know, an intifada, something like that, and there was a conflict in Gaza. They asked us to sign a paper that we are ready to go to war. And we knew that it is ridiculous and there will be no war at that time. So every soldier signed that paper, but they signed it because we were afraid of these Revolutionary Guard soldiers. And even in the regular army, there are some, it is ridiculous. In army, Iran regular army, they are militias from IRGC that control the garrisons, control all military police. So it is, and I know in Quran it is written. It is written in Quran that everybody shall become Muslim. That's what this guy Alpha told us. I confirm that this is totally 100% true. That's what's happening when Muslims conquer places, lands. They force those people. If you don't become Muslim, you have to pay, I don't know, 30% of your income. That Muslim government supports you or control you, provide service to you. That's what happened in many forced Muslim countries, like my country, Iran. That's what they do. They believe that even Spain is belonging to Muslims. That's what Khamenei told us, that after conquering Palestine, or they call it occupied Palestine, not Israel. They never say that there is a country as Israel. You know that. They say that after conquering Israel, we have to go and free Spain. They say that after releasing Jerusalem, we have to go to get the Spain. That's what Muslim believes. That is a Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, and you know that they are Sunnis. But Khomeini translate all the yes, we know that, but that's what they believe. That's how they spend our money, the oil money, more than $1,000 billion they spend on this shit that they call it muqawamat or resistance. They even call the economic the resistance economic. They call the economy of 90 million people resistance economy. That's a nonsense. That doesn't mean anything in academic words. But after we attacked Iran, it is very strange that many Iranians were very happy. They prayed that Israel don't attack our infrastructures, but they were very 100,000 Iranian souls to be killed to fighting these bastards that are killing our people in the streets. Thank you for giving me the mic.
Somebody said in the comment section, maybe, bombing hospitals is part of war also, as a rhetorical question. No, bombing hospitals is not part of war, nor did anybody ever argue as such. However, when you build ammunition houses under schools and then use the school as a veneer to cover for your terror tunnels or your ammunition houses from which you resupply yourself and reinforce yourself to commit more genocidal terrorist attacks, that's when the warplanes of the honorable when you stop building terror tunnels under civilian buildings, then they will not become target jacks. So in other words, what many of you do admit to, you supporters of Hamas, what you do admit to, both directly, some of you who have the guts to admit directly so that we can know exactly what ilk of a vermin you are, and those of you who actually try to give your pro-Hamas views some air of respectability. This goes for both of you. When you stop investing in terror tunnels by the millions of dollars and actually invest in civilian facilities for children and the elderly, that's when you might have a change of views of the world. But as long as you invest heavily, intellectually, politically, emotionally, economically, and religiously in terrorism, and you are pig-headedly bent on the destruction of a people that have sought nothing throughout the history except to coexist, or simply to exist, then do not start us your crocodile tears when the consequences of war start knocking on your doorstep. You provoked a war. On October 6th, everybody was waking up at 6 a.m., going into work at 8 a.m., coming back home at 5 p.m. On October 7th, you provoked a war in the morning and you got the answer in the evening. That's why this war started. You are the belligerent party. You actually invoked the war. In which book of ethics did you find that if you have a problem with the military, you go and terrorize the civilians? In which book of the rules of combat do you find that it is moral to abduct civilians who have nothing to do with the conflict? How dare you preach morality and ethics? What temerity! This is what makes you look even more uglier, because they find unhinged fanaticism and deathly fundamentalism that is predicated on a narrative that sees nothing but destruction. So how dare you try to preach
must go. My dear friend, Mahor, good to see you again, as always. And Jay as well, and all our other pro-Israeli. May you reign forever, and may you always remain sovereign and proud.
You too, Alf. Thank you. Jay, can you send me the link? I don't know. I'm searching. I can't find it. Jay, look.
أنا استمع دانيال. وهشام.
Baby, who are you screaming at now?
Where?
My friend.
You guys heard that?
Yeah, I was in there for a second, yeah.
Oh no, that guy at Philo, whatever the fuck is he sitting in there like, just about me, and I apologize for calling you a piece of shit.
You have a link to his profile?
My friend?
Jay has a link to his profile so I can check if I'm blocking him.
Yeah, 1 second. You have Buttercup in the channel saying that we're honest and this and that, and I'm kind of lost.
What's wrong with being honest? I never understood it. Like, what's the problem with that?
Me neither.
Like, it's okay to love your enemies, but it's not okay to love your country.
No, Jews aren't. They heard all these Jews. No.
I don't think she knows what Kahanism is, but Kahanism is not about love.
But she thinks Kahana is a terror organization. Just go and kill people all around.
They think that everyone that doesn't say, I don't know, whatever she wants to say is a Kahanist. And also, Amos called me a Kahanist because I don't know what I said. Okay.
It's a new political slogan. That's what it is. It's a new political.
It's basically like right and left. Right,
no, they insult that the left, they call you Kahanist or Bibist. Like,
from me, China knew to be called either.
More, I sent you a message of the guy's profile.
Okay, 1 second.
Daniel, you think we're gonna go to all of Russia?
No, not blocked. I don't block it.
I know.
Aleph blocks him. Aleph blocks him, he said.
Oh, Aleph.
Yeah, but you can still get in there. Block him. My friend, he is not my friend.
Bullshit, this Aleph blocks a lot of people.
It's just your friend, not my friend.
No.
Not my friend, not my friend, your friend.
It's better to call him what he is. Poor guy.
Yeah, schmuck. Trash bag. No, I don't block him.
I know. Who the fuck knows that? He's just, I don't know. Rudy's looking for attention today. I just don't understand how people don't realize when you attack Israel, they're gonna defend themselves. They want Israel to bend over and like Amos, I just say, go on your knees and withdraw and say, I'm sorry that you attacked us. Are you fucking joking? And all these people that cry in these rooms, like, Israel. And I like Jews, but I hate Zion. That doesn't even make fucking sense, for one. And what do you expect Israel to do? Not defend themselves? And then you like that guy Ahmed was in here. He's like, I want to destroy your country, but I want peace. You're not gonna get peace. You're gonna get what you asked for. Destruction and mayhem.
He's Egyptian, right?
He's Egyptian, and the other girl was Lebanese Christian because her profile said Christ is King.
and she blamed her internet on Israel, that it's not working. I hear something every day. Yeah. It was the drone, she said.
The Houthis just threatened that they will cut like the internet underwater cable. So if she has any complaints, dial 1-800 Houthi.
Yeah, we just attacked Sana again, by the way.
No, what I don't understand, and it's a serious thing. You know, like the Indians and Pakistanis, where their hatred is, and then you have Indians that are fucking in love with Israel, but then you have Indians and Pakistanis that fucking can't stand. I don't understand why aren't you worried about your own backyard? Like, why are you looking in everybody else's backyard? Why don't you water your own lawn? Like, that's a toilet bowl in the world. It's like a clogged toilet. They got so much shit going on there, but they're concerned about other countries. I don't get it. Fix your country first.
Here's some news. Poland have just invoked Article 4 of NATO's Article 4 after drone incursions last night into Poland from Russia. Russia claiming they didn't attack Poland, but Article 4 basically means that if a NATO country has been attacked, the invoking Article 4...
There needs to be a response. That's only been invoked once, which was right after 9/11. Article 4 is when you meet up at the council, all the NATO members, they will talk about how they will respond. But it's not Article 5, it's Article 4.
צלצולי פעמונים.
צלצולי פעמונים.
Exactly.
ראית תימניה, לא? תשכח את זה. רגע, שנייה, אני אגיד.
לא היה אפשר לקרוא מהשנייה? או לדרבו, יחד, רוני? לא. ששם דמרי?
לא, אהובה עוזר לי.
אהובה עוזר לי.
צלצולי פעמונים.
I want to be in the IDF unit that is coming up with the names to those operations, like in those rooms where they brainstorm, like, give me ideas.
עם כלביה. זה היה טוב.
עם כלביה, yes.
I love the biblical names, operations with biblical names.
In every parasha, you have amazing names for operation.
We also deliver it usually in biblical magnitude. Not just biblical.
Yeah, Operation Wrath of God was like pretty cool.
That was the beaver?
No, Wrath of God was the one after Black September, Munich massacre in the 70s.
Yeah, right. Taking down the, yes, okay, yes. The funding and
אבל מה זה הענבי זעם? Grapes of anger.
Yeah, Grapes of Wrath.
I think it was in the summer, maybe.
What, sorry?
When was the Grapes of
massacre in 1972. Summer 1972.
No, ענבי זעם. נגד חיזבאללה.
Grape of
Grapes of Wrath?
Anger. Of anger, yeah.
And in the 70s and 80s, I think it officially ended.
No, it was now. No, you were talking about...
Really?
Yes, something that happened, maybe at Hezbollah, there was in Jerusalem.
אתה זוכר את עופרת יצוקה ולחמה מתוקה?
איך עובד? חמה מתוקה.
Operation Grapes of Wrath is from 1996. It's like completely related.
In Vietnam? Okay. So
yeah, that's Hezbollah. I don't know what was funny name.
It's really hard to follow all the names, to be honest.
It's also called Udvan Nisan. It's called the April aggression.
April? I understand it's April. No, yeah, well, kind of.
Yeah, it's like their own month, Nisan, but it happened in April, so they call it April.
Okay. Another
CPC Blair just got a message in the back channel from Kanita. Evie, FBI. I'm waiting for the FBI. Why did you remove me from your room? I didn't. But and then it goes, I want to talk more shit so the FBI can kill me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Who is? That was that sicko that was in the room earlier.
The one who wants to kill Jewish babies?
Yeah. Yes, with instruments and stuff. She said.
Yeah.
Registered of the U.S.
See? Gail, see? That's her.
The one that talks like this?
No, a new one today.
No, a new one. A new one. I never saw that.
Even the people from Amir's room, they were like, that's sickening. They don't even go there.
Yo, fuck Israel. I don't give a fuck about Israel.
Well, fuck you. I want to fuck you.
When are you available?
Fuck you. You guys are irrelevant.
Yeah, when? Stop teasing. When?
I'm telling you live right now. Rap and done.
Yeah, where?
You guys in Israel. You guys in Israel. Suck your mom.
Yeah. Listen, you already convinced me. You convinced me. Yeah,
everything. You guys are bitches. You guys are nothing. Your star is zero. You want to be like Jewish. Yes.
Let's continue.
You want to be like
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk to no Israeli.
No, why did you come on stage? Why did you come on the stage?
Because I want to say it. I have a voice.
To Jewish people.
We will tell your government.
I don't want
We have the record and we send it to your
fuck
government.
you.
Haram. You talk to your mother like that?
Do your own right.
That.
אשכרה כמו שירות לקוחות פה. כל רגע עולה איזה היתר אחר ומתלונן.
If I show him a map of the world, but like a blind map, you think he knows where Palestine is?
No. For sure not.
You know what? A map, you know what? I will give you a map with the name of the countries on them. Will he now find Palestine?
No.
For fuck's sake, where's Palestine? Flip over the map.
It's like trying to find Narnia.
The underworld.
Angela, you must be so upset too. All these like temptations and then they lie.
Okay, Palestine is underneath India.
מה היא רוצה זאתי עכשיו?
If I was Sinhalese, Tamil, I'll be so offended.
Danny, it's close to Narnia and southern Wakanda.
Like next to Middle, if you go like, you know where Middle Earth is?
Yeah.
So you basically pass Middle Earth. And then I think it's like right next to Westeros, like east of Westeros.
And yeah, what did they say in Germany regarding Poland?
I know that
Poland have just said that the country is closest to war since the Second World War.
With who? Russia?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be unfortunate if the Third World War would start with Poland again? Just this time.
And Poland is really close to me, right to Berlin. Yeah. But right across the.
It's your backyard, yeah.
I can see Russia from my house.
I thought when Trump met with Putin, that was supposed to de-escalate all of this. Like, is this all just fake news?
It was a distraction. It was a trap.
Everybody wants to be part of something now. I think the countries that are feeling left out are like, yo, me. The Philippines are going to try and invade Cuba or something next. Watch.
Poland doesn't have a very good history of winning a war.
The president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, reacted to the Israeli attack on Doha.
His wife is Arab.
I was deeply offended by the tragic events that occurred in Doha, and I send my condolences to the people in Qatar and all the innocent people.
He's on the payroll of Qatar.
He's on the payroll of Qatar. That's why they got the World Cup right away.
Like at least, like, don't be from the, how do you call it, Mamakbetza. Like, if you want to be in the pool, like, this is like on our
What do you mean? He's an employee of Qatar. What do you want him to say?
Of FIFA? Like, officially? The see FIFA?
All of them, yeah. They get all the money.
Yeah, this I get. But a bit of finesse, like, do it more discreetly.
No, he's wearing a hat. You know those hats? Tag P and pool.
Yeah.
The world's gonna wake up sooner than we think.
Is the Doha attack, did they kill, because I heard they killed like one, individual who was of any value, like, or were there more? Because I've heard like conflicting reports of like who got killed.
It's unconfirmed yet, and none of it is, we don't have the EPA, I think it's called, like damage, whatever. We have to wait. But it looks like they're a bit pessimistic. But to be honest, even if they were warned by Qatar, as probably this will happen, that the United States told Qatar and Qatar told Hamas. Even then, Hamas were sure that they're like that no one even knows where they are. And even if we miss them, they got the message. And the message still stands.
What is the message exactly?
TikTok, motherfucker.
No, but do you think they
nowhere is safe for you?
I think Turkey is safe for them. They're probably better Turkey.
You think
Turkey might be, but
the issue is Turkey is part of NATO, so it can't really do what they did.
Exactly. Yes, but also I'm not sure that Turkey can so easily do what Qatar is doing, like hosting a terrorist organization and.
Yeah, they can. They don't really have an issue with that.
Yeah, of course they can. Yeah, they can. But if all the other countries would then decide to leave NATO, then Turkey would be left in NATO alone. Just.
They've always been like a point of contention. Like, we've had many issues with Turkey, especially in Syria. The U.S. and Turkey actually have different interests in Syria, so it's like lines up.
I don't see anything about this Poland thing. Interesting.
We're discussing what to do. Because we need to respond. NATO needs to respond.
What happened exactly? Russia attacked.
So last night around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. local time, they got some intel from Ukraine that some of the Russian drones in Ukraine, they had like trespassed, flew into Poland, I think 19 or 20 drones. They went pretty far, like several hundred kilometers. Even one of them went to like one of the NATO areas.
And how come the Ukrainians had to tell them that doesn't Poland has their own?
So apparently, the official story, the Ukrainian story, the Polish story as well, is that these were Russian drones that obviously in Ukraine, but then from Ukraine it flew into Poland. Poland even warned Belarus, about it because they didn't want Belarus to think that these were like Polish drones or whatever. So even Belarus were like aware of it. Obviously, you have your doubts initially. You're thinking, could this be like false flag, like Ukraine doing this because they want to involve NATO? But like, no, they checked it out. Drones are Russian. Stuff like Russian. Obviously, it's fine. And we need to.
Yeah. Now the question is, do you put like a limit? Yeah, like or like do you absorb?
Question is, how do you respond appropriately? Like, is this like proportional, let's say, because you don't want to like start a war, obviously, with this. Like,
well, you send some drones over Moscow and back that don't do anything except like maybe it's like the same level of a message,
Or you get more engaged in Ukraine. I think this is the right time for Trump actually to get more involved.
Yes,
his strategy
has to be like there's legitimacy now because of that. Yes, it could be another way that they take. I heard there was like an earthquake in Afghanistan. This region where women are not allowed to study, there are less and less women and female doctors and nurses. So, and also some of the women ran out of the house and then they had to go back to bring their job, and then a lot of times like they have like crazy shit that you don't even think about when you hear about this earthquake.
That's crazy.
And how it affects like the women there. Yes, like they were under the rubble, no one came to them. Even when they did get them out, they pulled them they pulled their like their clothes, not to touch their skin, like their shirt or whatever. Yeah, no one. And the thing is that those stories, like no one cares.
Yeah.
Not the human rights, not all those.
It doesn't give the news too much. You hear it for half a second.
But forget about the news. There are like organizations that are like Believe All Women or like Humanitarian Group and Amnesty. This is what you do. You don't work for clicks. You don't work for revenue. You don't work for, love. You work to fix the world. And they don't. They just don't give two fucks.
Daniel, there is a film. I don't know where this film is popular within Israel. There's an Israeli film that was produced in 2004 during the Second Intifada, right? It's about this Israeli girl who decides to visit Bosnia and Herzegovina after the bomb wars.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, now
Yeah.
Okay, Hilda, unmute. Hilda's got a lot to say.
I will tell just a quick story about Hilda. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's like Hilda and Hans. And Hilda and Hans, when they live in Israel, so they wrote their names, Hilda and Hans. But if you read it, it actually says Hilda ve'Anas. That's how you would read it in Hebrew, which means the rapist and the girl. I was Daniel. Thank you. I'll be with you.
Daniel, I have a question for you. I don't know if you know, yesterday on the news, they said there was an Israeli girl that had been kidnapped in Iraq that was released yesterday. Do you know why she was kidnapped? What was she doing in Iraq?
She went to
She's a researcher. Yeah, she's a researcher. And she went there because she thought that, she's a researcher and it's legitimate. And then she was kidnapped by ISIS, right?
This Hezbollah, it's like this Iranian proxy. What's it?
Okay. Yeah, they were holding her for a few years. I don't remember how many, but I know the story.
2023, I think. Or 2023, I think they got her.
Yeah.
But she went there from Israel? She went to Iraq from Israel?
Yeah, no, I think from Russia or something.
I think from Russia, yeah. From Russia. Wow. I think she has a Russian nationality also.
She has a Russian passport. But as
and she didn't get a lot of sympathy because she kind of, what are you, stupid? Everybody that heard the story is like, what are you, stupid?
It's kind of like that.
We also had this
journalist, who was really supportive of the Iranian regime. That young one, there was like a swap, like an exchange. I don't know if you remember. The Italian prime minister that went to Trump and said, "Please help us, get her released." The one was very supportive of Iran, but was actually kidnapped in Iran. We shouldn't.
Okay.
Wow. She's done, yeah. But I wanted to finish this whole thing regarding the focus of the world when it comes to these conflicts and wars. So there is this Israeli film from 2004, which is quite interesting because Mahmoud Darwish is featured. It's kind of like this film that's trying to decipher, the whole psychology behind war. And there's this really interesting scene where she's asking him.
You remember the name?
Yeah, it's called Notre Musique. You will hear Hebrew, you'll hear Notre Musique, like our music. It's French. So
Notre Musique.
Notre Musique.
Okay.
And there's this really famous scene where she's sitting down with Mahmoud Darwish, who he is, asking a question in Hebrew, and he responds in Arabic saying, "You Israelis, you Zionists, you are obviously our curse because you defeated us, but you're also our blessing because the entire world is fixated on Jews. We're the most observed group, most envied group, most hated group. Therefore, you defeat us, but you're also giving us a blessing because our Palestinian cause becomes the world's cause because of you Jews." What he's doing is he's essentially admitting the people Indians, so Yemenites or the Sudanese.
Yeah, I asked a few times here, if anyone knows pro-Palestinian, someone that identified as pro-Palestinian, that actually cares for the Palestinian, and it's not just about hate to Israel. And I've yet to find one like this, that when I would engage with him in a conversation about something that's happening to the Palestinians, it would be about that and not about Israel. They cannot handle it. So if there is anyone in the audience that considers themselves pro-Palestinian, but the people, not the cause,
Maximilian in the chat section. I hope you got the title. It's called Notre Musique, our music. You can watch it on YouTube.
That's Julian, guys. It's Julian. During an identity crisis this week, yeah, I need to change his name to Maximilian.
Who's Julian? I don't know.
He's the gay guy that's on the app. Not that I have anything against gays. I know, not that.
Yeah, Daniel was sitting there like, what?
I'm right
Listen,
here.
I love Sweetie. I love Sweetie. It's not him. It's another guy that acts weird. At least Daniel's open and honest about it. He doesn't lie and pretend. This guy one day he's gay, the next day he's not. It's so weird, Julian. And Julian and Daniel doesn't change his voice. I like that about him.
Yeah, I know.
What are you?
Yeah.
Daniel, next time I go to Israel, if I get rejected entries because of this whole visa policy, will you vouch for me?
No.
No, tell them justice means something. I don't get problem. I just heard this one Indian guy,
Why did they reject you?
I'll tell you what. This is the reason why. Because I heard I have this story, personal story, about this Indian guy who just like you've been to Israel 4 or 5 times. So we just knew the whole visa policy thing this year, 2025. It's kind of like us that we're going to go to the US. You have to so like a line. You get the if you want to cross the border. This is the guy who got rejected. If you're not flying to Colombia, so far,
Yeah,
I think most countries.
Nice to know. So
Yeah. It's easier, like if they say the thing, like a friend of the country or whatever, just reject it immediately. Because it's hard to reject someone who flew in that country. You're here, whenever you apply, digitally, like it's better for them. You gotta get it. Like I was just worried because I heard the Indian guy who had only been like 5 times, and he's like,
but you're not Indian.
no, but I don't think that should be an issue.
I don't think that's the issue. I don't think that's the issue.
No, he's pro-Israeli. That's what I'm trying to say. Nancy's pro-Israeli. I'm rejected. I don't know. He's not a big fan of it.
Maybe try to migrate to Israel.
That's actually true.
Migration, yeah. They could that's that. Yes, permanent source of income is widely needed, something like this. Yes. But if you have a family, there's less chances.
Yeah, that's true. I have to ask them.
We still think that the market will feel service going on. Of course, I'm aware.
I don't know what I should reveal it here, but they're actually trying to recruit me. That's the first time.
So tell them that you want to do with me, now you don't want to even do it.
Maybe it was a test though, because they wanted to see what I was like, loyal to this kind of country.
Well, maybe
I think it was a normal test. I'm trying to say is I don't think it was genuine. I think it was a normal test.
Maybe they don't need it now. You want to basically, maybe
I'm not interested, to be honest. I just want to enjoy my holidays.
you don't get to choose.
Don't get to choose. You do a little bit of work. You can play hard.
I just came to see that.
Yeah. You want that sea? I'll show you that sea. It's the desert.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from China.
Hey, Point, how you doing, you big dummy, big stupid dummy? You're just jealous that I'm on TV now, Point. You're just a big stupid dummy. Just so jealous that I'm a supermodel and I'm on television now. You don't know shit, Point.
Most High God.
Compared to 1.8 billion. So what
Right,
do you
that's
guys
because
do?
there's more white people than black people.
Yeah, but you guys are doing the more crime. Yeah,
Right,
it's
right. But what about specifically knocking over a liquor store?
You know, well, do you have the data on that? Yeah, the data. If the data shows it, we can say it.
I don't know.
Okay. It's like you guys use per capita, but see, I can see if you were underrepresenting yourself on per capita, but you're not. You know, you're either right at or you're.
I literally went to 4 of the rooms and they're all coming through my headphones.
And I think where black people overrepresent themselves in per capita, I think those few dots or those few points can be attributed to
this is
economics.
obviously psychological, and there is also because of the weakness of the United States or weakness in the commitment of the United States, however you want to phrase it. Right?
I'd like to welcome John Kitover to the stage.
That has to be
good
shored
time as
up.
any for me to invite you to donate to John Kitover's campaign. He's running for Congress in the 16th District of Illinois. Mine and an excellent speaker on Clubhouse, reads a lot of wisdom-based books, ancient wisdom books on Clubhouse, and also
trolls people and records them and holds up a mirror to them and shows them how much they're wasting time and how stupid they are. And I think that you can donate to his campaign by clicking the link in the bio.
Thanks, my friend. It's very nice of you to say.
He's also a yogi, high-level advanced yogi. And if you check out his...
He
also goes to the gym fatty, which is what I just did.
On YouTube, he's called the Pudgy Yogi.
Is it over?
Big love, big love, big love, big love, big love, bitch. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Why'd you change the name, my friend, from Jews to debaters?
Big Law, I had no idea that was you. You're a fucking legend.
I've been quiet. Thanks. You were too. Thanks for not kicking me out, guys.
Yeah, you know, the whole per capita thing or whatnot, but there is white crime, and it exists. And it exists, it's a lot of people, 6 million people. So, like, if it's 6 million people, is it a gene thing or is it a human thing? Per capita kind of self-destructs when you look at the whole thing. Because it's like, why are these 6 million white people committing crimes? You know what I mean? Like,
Because the Hell's Angels or something?
To be honest, there's nothing inherently wrong with looking at both the population level, like raw numbers, and also looking at per capita. Per capita is just a way to compare two populations of different sizes. So if I'm trying to compare crime in Texas to crime in North Dakota, I have to make that adjustment because Texas is like, 50 times bigger than North Dakota. So the numbers wouldn't make sense otherwise. So it's not really inherently wrong with per capita, but I also get your larger point that you can't also ignore the overall weight of crime. And that weight of crime is, if you look at it, the raw numbers is kind of revealing.
and it's going down. It's going down. That's what they're saying. When they look at the new numbers and whatnot, and we'll see what happens when. Oh wait, hold on. Alan just gave a good point. He said, "White people internalize their anger and blame themselves. Black people externalize it and direct it outward, just like the Democrats taught them to do."
That's funny. It's crazy.
It's interesting. A lot of this is coming up after the video of the black man stabbing the Ukrainian woman. But also, too, that happened in Charleston, which is in the South, where racial tensions are very high. And who created those conditions for racial tensions to be high? White people. This is also in a town that had a mass shooting just 10 years ago. Everybody remember Dylan Roof?
Yep.
Dylan Roof.
Dylan Roof. Can you talk about him for a second? Because maybe they forgot.
Yeah, Dylan Roof. He killed 10 African Americans in a church, and he did it with his out. When they took him to court, he said, "I do not apologize for what I did." So racial tensions are very high in Charleston. I think was that where the BLM were in Charleston as well? Like those.
What was there any? This isn't good. This isn't good. It just keeps
PTR.
people distracted and poor. Because as a person who can detach himself from it and look from a bird's eye view, the only thing that this kind of does is it distracts working class people from classism, in my opinion. This doesn't deny injustices done in it, or black kids stabbing a black kid. No one would care. If that Ukrainian lady if that wasn't a Ukrainian lady, it was a black lady, no one would leave her alone. If that was a white man's kids that had been involved by Ukraine, it would be as sexy. It would be sexy. What? Like racism. It's like put your gun on the ground. Sit down. I don't know if the oil's hot enough to set off those bullets, but I'd move away.
Is that okay? It might be weird to think right after he committed the crime. Where he's going to stop this.
Anyone who thinks there's
Burger King.
Look at my PTR and look at those numbers. 41x. 41x. 547,000 black on white violent crimes and 59,000 white on black crimes. When adjusted for population size, black people commit violent crimes against white people at a rate of 41x that of the reverse.
Post a link to it.
It's in my PTR.
No, the link, L-I-N-K, link.
I'm not posting any links. It's in my PTR. Okay. I'm going to post another photo here now. Take a look at this photo. Look at this chart. This is interracial violent incidents per capita of offending race. Check this one out, gentlemen. Check it out. Check out this chart in my PTR. Enjoy. Let's discuss it.
That's why you're posting photos.
Rohan, I'll put the link of my PTR picture in the chat, and you can debate me all night long.
All right, post a link.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
This is like a rock hitting an unstoppable force. I can't believe I'm witnessing this. Alan and Rohan, two data specialists. Guys, this is big. This is big. What is pay-per-view race? Alan and Rohan, data specialists. Let's go. Let's get it on. I want a clean fight. No below the belt.
Is Othello your real name, by the way, or is it just a clubhouse name?
Yeah, just a clubhouse name.
Okay. This is dope name.
Interracial violent incidents per capita of offending race, black on white, 42. The multiple of white on black rate and the incidence per 100,000 offender population. At next, we have Hispanic on white at 20.4.
I can't tell. So you post a link.
Black on. What are you, like a 2-year-old child? You need a link for everything.
Yeah, people don't trust you. You guys are dishonest. So
your claim of dishonesty is irrelevant.
No, it doesn't apply to you, Alan. I said that. Thank you, Alan, for posting a link. I don't trust John because he posted a screenshot. So, Alan, you posted a link. I'll take a look at it right now.
Look at table 1.
Sure.
And while you're looking, I'll give you a few stats on that. Let me see. So if you look down.
Your screenshot is in table 1,
What?
Your screenshot is in table 1.
PTR.
Okay, it appears to be table 2. I'll
yes. Table 2. So if you add the numbers going down, you get, and this is for violent crime. It's not murders, it's for violent crime. So the total number of acts committed by white people against anyone is, let me read this, 11,830,000. Out of that, 8,721,450 are against white victims. So that's white on white. That's 79% of their victims are white. Crimes against black victims are 3.3%. Crimes against Hispanic victims, 1, 2, when they are committing violent crimes. If you look at the black perpetrators, that comes to 5,434,970 total. Out of that, 2,382,400 are white victims. That's 43% of their victims. Black victims, 1,884,250. That's 34%. Hispanics, 741,600. That's 13% of their victims. White people, barely, for white perpetrators of violence, black victims barely register at 3.3%. But there is a clear disproportionality between who white people commit violent acts against and who black people commit violence against. Now, I've heard the proximity argument. Well, when talking about black on black crime, well, black people around black people more. And if that is the explanation, then why are white victims that? If it's socioeconomic, again, we can go to the proximity argument. It's still not an explanation for it. Now, I have my theories on why this is true. Why there's that disproportionality between numbers. I'm done.
So I mean, if you look at the data, if you are a victim of crime and you happen to be white, the number one perpetrator of that crime is a white person. If you're a victim of crime and you happen to be black, the number one perpetrator of that crime is a black person. If you're a victim of crime and you happen to be Hispanic, the number one perpetrator of that crime is a Hispanic person. And I get your other arguments that there's some disparity in the actual intensity of the numbers, but that is there. That's from your table that you provided. So proximity is a thing, right? It's not a thing, but your own numbers shows it. So I mean, I just want to get that out the way. That out the way is pretty clear. Now there seems to be for white, for black victims, they're less likely to be white. This is true at a higher intensity than the opposite. That is true. But either way, whenever you're in the numbers, the offender and the victim match in race are more likely to match by race than any other race. Do you dispute that, Alan? Because I'm looking at your numbers.
Yes. Most white people, white perpetrators will most likely attack other white people. Most black people will most likely attack other people. We can acknowledge that. It's not an explanation of the disparity.
So, I I don't know. Maybe some of them need to investigate unless you have the answer.
Well,
I might have the answer.
I'll let you go, John.
I like how you folks are really. I like, you know, and this is a societal thing to solve.
Okay, PTR.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go search on. I'll go to you. Go ahead.
Okay, this is some research I did. It says West Africans carry DNA from an archaic hominid species not present in Asians or Caucasians. Robert Sepper writes, when a species 1.3 million years removed from modern humanity that has never known or established civilization on its own, skipping the Copper, Bronze, and Iron Age, is then unwittingly and unnaturally.
So thank you. I mean, this is fantastic. This is great. This is awesome to see this exhibited in real time. I get surprised with that stuff. But I don't know if you do, so I'm not saying that you do, but I hope it puts you in an uncomfortable position because it should. But it's also interesting that, I mean, if you think about trying to make a genetic argument while being a Caucasian person, a white person, look at the freaking impact on the world of slavery, every place you could do it, colonialism, every place you could do it.
Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic.
I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
PTR. Let's stay on topic here. We're talking about white on black, black on black, black on white crime. We're not talking about.
So to make a genetic argument, I mean, by tweet. To make a genetic argument by tweet. I mean, this should be embarrassing.
It's called X now. It's no longer called Twitter.
Right, and the lack of impulse control, lack of discipline, that whole thing is something you need to consider. Plus, also, I'm glad that you did that because I hope it makes Alan, who I think is actually a reasonable person, uncomfortable.
PTR. Look, proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, because listen, what these guys.
Resistance is someone who attacks white people in the streets.
The reason why this is just felonious, it doesn't make any logical sense.
Resistance had to go to court for attacking an innocent person in the street, nearly murdering him.
When you look at culture,
random violence.
Historical facts, everyone knows that a lot of Caucasians, whether they're European, American, they're really cowardly when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. They love doing their killings within groups, with militaries, bombs, things of that nature. But us colored people, we don't mind engaging with the colonizer when it comes to physical combat. So yes, due to our exploitation, due to slavery, being oppressed, yes, we're very aggressive and we defend ourselves. So this notion about white people don't attack anyone, you guys are cowards. You won't attack anyone unless you're in groups or, like I said, you have the mic with you.
Why would we want to attack people like you because you're a violent person in the streets?
Like I said, we don't care about your justifications or your criticisms or your, how you want to phrase who is attacking or not. Because once again, when a white person, like that Jewish, terrorist that was at Columbia University, harassing verbally and with body language, harassing women, and when a man came to, defuse the
you attack the person practicing freedom of speech. You're a violent person. You're a violent, vile person. You're a violent, vile person. You attack innocent people in the streets. You're a violent psychopath. You're a violent psychopath who attacks somebody just talking in the streets.
Colonizing, thieving, raping criminals. So when you bring them justice, they want to lie and complain. There is no disparity.
You attacked an innocent person in the street.
Okay, so I found something about Israel.
And then
no knowledge. I didn't want it to happen. But if I didn't want it to happen, it feels very intuitive. If you want it to happen, we should punish you for wanting it to happen. Like, you know, this feels like very different.
That's true, but like the punishment there is a vague thing, or maybe like like a thing that has multiple kind of things that it could contain. So and I think Sapolsky, like actually, and lots of determinists, people who are compatibilists for existing, they do actually say this. They want to say like, well, we should drop like the blame stuff, like, because the typical libertarian response to this, like, well, you don't, why would you want to punish people in this scenario, because you don't want to punish a rock if it falls on a person, and like both the rock and the person like were predetermined to do the harm. So like if you don't want to punish the rock, why would you want to punish the person? And then like the typical response is, well, in a sense you want to punish the rock, you want to prevent it from again falling on to someone, maybe destroy the rock or something, but you're not going to of course blame the rock. And then lots of the determinists, I think Sapolsky says this, like Sam Harris says this, like, well, yeah, you don't also want to blame the person. Like if you drop libertarian free will and think like everything is determined to do their crimes, you're going to be more lenient towards them. You're still going to punish them, but